I look so sick. I hate getting sick. You can just see it in people's faces. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the rabbit hole. In today's video, we need to chat. We need to chat about some happenings. I have been asked so many questions about the tariffs and YesStyle and Stylovana, Korean skincare as a whole. So we are going to take some time in today's video to chit-chat. I am indeed under the weather. I feel like you never really get sick at a convenient time. You know, you can never really just, oh, let me pencil into my calendar the days in which I will have a cold. So we're just gonna press forward. Forgive me for my voice sounding a little off, etc. It is also morning for me over here, and I am going to be doing a try-on of Korean skincare. This is from my hauls that I did in December, wherein I plan to do an updated retailer comparison for 2025. Absolutely everything is on hold. Absolutely everything is on hold. No sense in letting my haul pile up. We're just gonna try on all this stuff today, and I love that people actually like watching these get ready with me style videos because sick or not, I still have to do stuff today. So please enjoy watching me try on these products. We'll chit-chat about them and all of the happenings in the world. My skin type is dry, acne-prone, and a little sensitive, and timestamps and links are in the description box below if you would like to jump around. So I did my first ever Olive Young haul. It was wonderful. I got my order in 3 days. That is faster than so many of my Ulta and Sephora orders. And it really did come with a lot of freebies. I think Jolse still has more freebies. I feel like Jolse is kind of this hidden gem that if you are looking for an alternative to YesStyle and Stylovana in particular, Jolse is the company I would recommend. It feels a lot like YesStyle and Stylovana, but ships from Korea. They give you a lot of freebies on the Olive Young website, but the prices were higher. I did hear that Olive Young is eventually coming to the US. That's exciting. Abib Mild Acidic pH Sheet Mask. We tried Abib last year. I would really like to get back into doing reviews soon, but you know, I'm going to chit-chat about that in this video. I'm trying to see if this is one of their masks that has fragrance in it. It looks like it doesn't. I'll find the ingredients for you all somewhere, but can you see how it's gray on clear? Gray on clear. That is something. Let's try out this sheet mask. So, on every video that I have posted for weeks now, I have had people asking, Alice, how are the tariffs going to affect those of us that order from YesStyle and Stylovana in particular? If you're unfamiliar, those are K-beauty retailers that are located in China. I believe Hong Kong, right? I'm pretty sure specifically in Hong Kong. Let me be honest with you. I don't have the answers. I don't know. The reason you all didn't see a video from this channel on last Monday is because I had made this whole video about stocking up before the tariffs, and I realized it might be too late. It might not be too late. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. I particularly enjoy the juxtaposition of discussing very important political events with the look of a sheet mask. You know, I saw the absolutely lovely Fitty Snails. Do you all follow her? If not, I'll link her Instagram below. I believe she's on YouTube now as well. Immediately after the election, I saw a ton of people talking about the tariffs, and she was one of few people who had such a logical and smart approach in the beginning. She said, be careful. Be careful about these people who are saying that they have answers. Because the reality is absolutely nobody knows what is going to happen with the tariffs. And I think that that is such wise. It is such wise advice. You know, sometimes I think about the problems in the world around us, and mind you, this isn't a political channel. I'm no political expert, but I think it is incredibly silly to say things like politics and skincare are completely separate worlds. Obviously, regardless of what happens with this tariffs, we are going to see, we already are seeing how politics affects our skincare. I mean, thinking that politics and skincare are truly completely separate is comical. It's comical how you think you've made a choice that exempts you from politics when in fact you're wearing a sheet mask that was selected for you by the people in this room. But I do feel like a lot of what got us where we are right now is this appeal of the people who say they have answers. It's so dangerous. In a stable and secure society, what we do is we have specific designated experts for different purposes. I feel like more and more what I'm seeing is people want to turn to one person to have all of the answers, kind of, I don't know, rather dictator-like, if you will. And that's not realistic. You know, even in my own field of nutrition science, we have our own area of expertise. For example, if you have spent a lot of your time working on probiotics, you aren't also going to say that you are an expert in B vitamins. And in fact, if B vitamins comes up in your study, you would go to somebody who has done a lot of work with B vitamins to make sure that the information you are putting into your paper is in fact scientifically accurate. That's actually how deep things really go if you really want to make sure that you are doing a good job. So yes, going back to what Fitty Snails said, no skincare enthusiast knows what's going to happen with the tariffs. And if they claim they do, please be careful. Make sure that you're taking them with a grain of salt. I do think that it's a time of a lot of, you know, emotional stress. I'm certainly dealing with it. I wouldn't be at all surprised if that's part of why I'm sick today. I wasn't kidding when I said I was, you know, crying over all this stuff that's going on, having a really hard time with it. And it's been hard, you know, and that's why I have kind of dialed back the number of videos that you've seen. It's not because I want to, but it's because I think that, especially in these kinds of unstable times, that's when it's just so important to make sure that you are putting out good information. Even if that good information is simply saying, oh, I don't have all the answers. That in itself is a better thing to say than to claim that you have the answers when you don't. I just took a little break over here so that I could get a better idea of the sheet mask that I'm using. So this is the Aquafit variety, and it doesn't have any fragrance. It does have alcohol in it. This isn't the kind of channel where I tell you what you should do with your skincare. I'm fine with seeing that ingredient. I didn't even smell it out in this, actually. But skincare is a personal choice. You gotta do you. I am really liking it though. I like Abib. I think Abib is a great brand, and I like that it's staying nice and moist. Remember, you must assert dominance and say moist while looking directly into people's eyes. So yeah, quite pleased with that. That was a very nice sheet mask. I needed that too. And next up, speaking of Jolse, I got the Donginbi Red Ginseng Daily Defense Capsule Ampoule in their Black Friday sale. It was actually on Saturday where they had this for, I think I paid $30. This is another one of those brands that's geared a little bit more towards more mature skin. It's using aged ginseng, which is of course higher quality. I was over here struggling with how to open this. Apparently it is that system. This is new to me. I thought I was replacing my serum, but I think this is going to be a different product. This does have fragrance. We already chit-chat about how you feel about fragrance and how I feel about it. All right, and Donginbi is so good at textures and just the entire experience of skincare and ingredients. But, you know, again, won't be for everyone. I know that. I recognize that. I will tell you all that, speaking of Jolse, I was just comparing all of the prices on this one, and guess who has the best price? Jolse. Better than YesStyle. There is one more thing I wanted to make sure to talk to you all about today, and that is the whiplash that I feel like we're having with everything. So I did have a video for you all last Monday, and I trashed it because it was a what to purchase before the tariffs go through, except the tariffs had already gone through. And now they're repealed because the problem with getting rid of that de minimis exception is that it's in place for a reason. It may be a little bit high. Trust me, I will sit here and be as objective about this as I can. $800, Americans have had the highest customs limit of any country in the world for a long time, since the Obama administration. And yeah, $800, that's high. But this was called the de minimis exception. And again, this isn't my area of expertise, so if you hear anything that is incorrect here, feel free to correct it. But I will link you some articles because I have been reading up on this. And I think that the problem is when you have somebody ordering, I ordered dish sponges from AliExpress, just admitting that to you all. It's far cheaper than going to the grocery store to get them. Far cheaper. I pay $10 for 30 of them. So my little dish sponge package comes into customs, and it just gets pushed along to the mailbox because, you know, adding the customs to that, it's a waste of time, essentially. Does USPS really have the time and resources to go through every package of dish sponges that's coming in to assess the customs fees for that package? It's just kind of silly, right? Where it starts to matter is when you have a business ordering their products that they're going to stock on the shelves of their own little store. Emphasis on the word little, that was very intentional. When a small business orders $750 worth of plush toys to stock in their store, that is where assessing that package for customs might actually be beneficial for the US. And that is why, as far as I understand it, at this exact moment, the de minimis exception has been paused. I'm going to use the Beauty Stat Universal C Eye Protector next. Eye Protector? No, Eye Perfector. It is February. We are going to do something involving Black-owned brands. I haven't figured it out yet. It's already halfway through February. But you know, wild times, wild times. I do quite like this product though. It's got a little bit of color to it and L-ascorbic acid, and yet it's not uncomfortable to use. So yeah, as far as I understand, that has been paused, which means for myself and others who are waiting on Yes Style and Stylovana packages, we should get those soon without any kind of customs fees. But again, what we don't know going forward is, will de minimis come back with some kind of a limit? And again, even I think it is reasonable to have a limit. I don't particularly like it because I think that this is going to hurt small business. You know, again, who's ordering $750 worth of plush toys to stock their stores? Small businesses, not corporations. Corporations are making thousands upon thousands of dollar orders. This is mostly my Jolse haul. Another item I got, I paid $15 for this entire set of RED Holiday Dr. G products. I did hear that Dr. G was bought out by, is it L'Oreal? It's L'Oreal, right? I got a full size of the Cica Soothing Cream in here, which we've talked about before in the tube version. I did like that product, but it was light, so it's one where I'll have to add a second moisturizer or a heavier sunscreen, but I do really want to give this a try. This is the Cica S Cream 2X. They say that this one is a bit more for the skin barrier, so will it be a little bit heavier? Let's find out together. Okay, yeah. I feel like this is still light overall. I think it's just really meaning it's more concentrated in those Cica ingredients. No. It definitely does have a little bit more of an occlusive sensation to it. Almost like a thicker gel. Okay, I think this might be the Dr. G product for me. Although again, whenever these companies buy out a brand, we end up in that situation of uncertainty, which might just be a summary of the year 2025. I say that in February. Can I be wrong? But yeah, what I feel like is going on, I think I already started to say this and lost my train of thought. So if you experienced the TikTok ban, what happened is TikTok disappeared for a day. Now, mind you, I don't have TikTok, so we are definitely once again in the territory of Alice does not entirely know what she's talking about here. Feel free to comment if you lived this as somebody who has the TikTok app. But what I observed is that a lot of people on what I use, which is Reddit, were saying that the platform had been taken down, I guess earlier than expected, right? And next thing you know, it's right back up. The message was something like, thank you to President Trump, something like that. No. I didn't know this at the time, but I think that has ended up being a bit of a microcosm for everything else. TikTok is gone. Just kidding. No, it's not. Maybe it will be in the future. Tariffs are coming. Now they're here. No, they're not. Maybe they're coming in the future. That feels like what we are living through. I'm so sorry if you're in another country watching all of this. This is a very America-centric conversation, and yet it does affect the rest of the world. There's phrases being thrown about like trade war, and let me just say something. I don't want to be in a trade war. I love our friends in Canada. I love our friends in China. Can we not have wars, please? I think most of us average people just like other people. We would all have a lovely potluck together, wouldn't we? We would have such a lovely potluck. And my friends, we are on our last step today, which is from my last Yes Style order, the one before the one that I'm currently waiting on. This was one of these, what are they calling this now? They're doing some kind of free gift again, where if you do a review of the product, you get a discount off more products from that brand, and you also get more freebies in the future. I've been really happy with the program so far. I'll note somewhere on the screen what it's called. It's great. But in my December order, I had picked this sunscreen. It is from APLB, and I think it's so funny that it's called the Retinol Vitamin C, Vitamin E Sunscreen. I can't help but wonder how many people are going, wait, aren't you not supposed to use retinol during the day? Yeah, but I think that APLB's thing is a little more of just a dash of these ingredients. This does not replace my adapalene. What it is a sunscreen that for some reason has retinol in it. I really actually couldn't tell you why. And yeah, oh my gosh, every video I have posted since talking about the beauty of Jolse sunscreen thing, every video people have been asking me, are these sunscreens gonna get banned for Americans? Nobody knows. I promise you none of us know. It would be silly and a burden for the United States Postal Service to have to go through every package looking for genuinely sunscreens. You know, the whole excuse for these tariffs is illegal drugs. That absolutely is something that could happen, but you know, I think the reason it hasn't so far is, again, because it is silly, because there are bigger fish to fry. Because realistically speaking, the more we are spending time and resources looking for sunscreens in the mail, the less we are able to look for things that actually really shouldn't be coming into the country. See, look, another nice sunscreen option, and this brand is always much more affordable. Yeah, I wouldn't buy this with the idea of thinking, oh, if I buy that, I don't need to use retinoids at night. No, it's an addition. And there we have it. I am ready for the day. I still look a little sick though, because I am. I hope this was a helpful video. Again, I just feel like I haven't really put out any truly, deeply helpful videos lately because it's just, how can I? It's such a strange transitional time, especially for those of us in America. And you know, I haven't even been able to do my reviews because of the stress of it all, right? Hopefully that makes sense. I just feel like I can't really be focusing all my energy on skincare reviews when I am this stressed out, right? Oh wait, no, I do have one more product to apply. The K-Skin IO Lip Balm SPF 30. I tried this on a couple weeks ago. Y'all, I am in love with this. This is such a good lip balm. I joked around about tasting it in that video and I wasn't really sure what to say because a lot of the theme of that video was don't eat your skincare. This product, I have gotten this in my mouth, try not to eat your skincare, but it's accidentally happened, right? And do you know this does not have a bad taste? I do not know how they did it. I have no idea how they did it, but this is a not bad tasting SPF containing lip balm. Bless you, K-Skin. Oh, I feel like I've been looking for this for ages, and they did it. We do have two gifted products in this video. Apologies, I forgot to mention that sooner. She's a little out of sorts. It would be the K-Skin as well as the Beauty Stat. Basically not the K-Beauty haul. But my friends, that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you just were able to enjoy this chat. I hope maybe, you know what I hope it does? I hope it makes any of you who are feeling uncertain not feel alone. Because there still are people out there who are claiming they know everything, don't worry, everything is fine. And yeah, it's okay to be a little nervous in this time that we are living in. But that is it for today's video. Hopefully I can get back to giving you all some more helpful content. Hopefully things start to stabilize. I really hope they do. In the meantime, we can do things like organize, we can contact our local politicians, tell them what we want, tell them we're tired of this up and down, nobody knows what's going on. Never forget that that is truly something that you have the power to do. And with that, I am going to go ahead and close out this video. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you all have a most wonderful upcoming week. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you all next time.